All right, on this video, I want to talk a little bit about your strumming hand and how to hold a pick. So the basics on this one, picks can come in various sizes on this, and I use a very, very tiny pick. Yours may be a little bigger. That's fine. It doesn't matter just what's comfortable in your hand, what feels good for you. So the thing I like to do with my hand, or at least to start off, is I like to make a fist with my thumb like that. Kind of like when you were a kid and you made that, like, drew some eyes and you can make it talk. I kind of start there so that this finger that's kind of bent, I can put my pick right here and then grab it with the thumb to kind of do that idea. Now the rest of your fingers can stay bent up like this, or you can flare them out. It doesn't matter. I play flared out because I sometimes use these fingers for other things, but they're just there to however feels comfortable for you. So holding the pick, you want it to either be down like that, or it can even be slightly out like that. What you don't want to see is straight up and down. You don't want to do that. It's easy to make a downstroke. It's really hard to make an upstroke. Now, you'll find guitarists online who are professionals and they hold their pick something weird like this. They've spent their whole life doing it. They're comfortable with it. But since we're starting off with the basics, let's start off as correct as we can. So again, fist, kind of putting those there. If it straight up and down like that, it's fine. If your finger starts to flex a little bit, that's fine. The idea is that you want to be able to wiggle the thumb back and forth to get that pick up and down. Now, when you strum the strings, you don't actually strum the pick flat against the strings. Instead, it's actually at an angle so that when you downstroke, it hits one side, and when you upstroke, it hits the other side of the pick. Okay? You don't want to hit flat like that. So it's a little bit of an angle. And when I hold my guitar here in a second, you'll see it makes more sense for your wrists to be that way. So let's grab the guitar. All right, strumming. When you hold the guitar, if you're holding on the right leg or putting the center left leg, doesn't matter on this one. The idea when you're just basic strumming stuff is that you want to strum right over this tone hole, the sound hole, or if you got a electric guitar over top of your pickups. You don't want to strum up here or way back here. Generally, those sounds can happen. They're cool for certain effects, but generally you want over the sound hole. So I put my arm so the elbow is about right there on the edge so that it's free to move up and down with the picking. All right, you don't want to get it up here, so you're strumming up here, and I've seen some people that try to reach way over here. You don't want to do that either. So if you can get it right in the center so it's over top of that, that helps. Now what I was talking about with the pick, if you noticed, for me to get it flat, I've got to kind of contort my wrist back like this, and that gets the pick flat against the strings. But if I just let my wrist kind of be how it wants to, it's kind of naturally at an angle here. So when I strum down, the pick actually hits them at an angle. And you can hear the difference. This is flat. This is bad. I'll do that chord. It's harsh. Do it on the side, it's a little softer. It's a very minor difference, but it does help with speed when you do more dexterous stuff down the road with that. So there's your basics on pick. I'll show you someday how to get it out of your sound hole if you drop it too, because that happens way too often.